Hi, guys. The sun is being very today. I can't get the lighting right. We just dealing with it right now. Or you know what? We're not dealing with the sun. We're just allowing the sun to be as the sun is always. Hi, Tori. Hi, Ness. Hi, Myra. Hi, Goddess. Hi, my love. Yeah. Really, Tori? I'm glowing. Oh, thank you. I'm feeling really lazy and just chill today. Just, you know. I'm just feeling. Yeah, I guess the sun is kissing me. I suppose I spoke too soon. Hello, Beyonce, Miss Sterling. Hello, hello. So many good things. Would you like to share with the class, Tori? Share one of the good things or any of the good things? Lotus, hello. Okay. Hello, hello, Lotus. Okay. Oof. Overall, I just feel content. It feels like I have everything I want and I'm not waiting for evidence. But yesterday, I made $200 from an idea that came from the Do Nothing session. Yes, I do recall you mentioning that. I've been feeling very anxious about money. What can I do? Well, it's my window also. Okay, whatever. Just ignore it, Ima. Just ignore it. Okay, so. Okay, so I want you to remember that money is energy. Okay? Money is energy. Money is not something that is truly separate from you. So when you consider you are source, what you place your attention on is what expands. Everything is energy because everything is you, and you are the central source of energy. My friend Khadijah recently said something about calling all her energy back to her. And something came to her very quickly. And that just kind of made me consider how that could also include money. And being naturally abundant is knowing that there is a constant supply of whatever it is that you need, right? So consider what you need and focus on that. If you had what you needed, what would you be doing right now? I'll say that again. If you had what you needed, what would you be doing right now? Oh, also a manifestation came in, guys. Yesterday, this is so random. Someone randomly said, hey, I forgot that I got you a Christmas gift. Or I forgot to give you a Christmas gift. And I was like, it's literally January 5th, but okay. And this was just the most random thing. And I know it's because I'm in the state of blind faith and I'm not doing any techniques. I know it's because I'm not doing techniques. And this is what I mean by shit will just randomly come to you. Like, that you didn't even know. Like, just look at this. Mind you, the person who gave me this, we don't talk like that. I had 1 or 2 conversations with her recently. Well, I took apart the thingy, but... Sorry, I'm very dramatic sometimes. Okay. But yeah. Like, what? I literally was like, thank you? What? Like, what? I didn't even know what to say. I didn't even know what to say. And it's so pretty. And you know what? I love green. And she's Colombian, so she's like, it matches you eyes. It matches you eyes. And I'm like, thank you. Thank you. So pretty. And I don't even know what to say sometimes, y'all. I really shock myself. I really shock myself all the time. I shock myself constantly. And it's just like, this isn't the only thing I've manifested within the past few days since we started this experiment. But it's just one of the things where they had me like, huh? Had me like, damn, like I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful to have the self-concept that I have. I haven't manifested anything yet. You think you haven't manifested anything yet. You think you haven't manifested anything yet. But remember, like, I'm not, okay, so let me tell y'all, like, the authentic rawness of my experience. Because I don't know if we're all having the same experience, right? The authentic experience that I'm having is I'm not doing any techniques. Hi, Kay Anais. I'm not doing any techniques, and I fucking mean it. I'm not doing any techniques. I'm not affirming. I'm not doing any type of vision boards. I'm not doing any type of saturation. I'm not doing any type of journaling or scripting. I'm not doing any type of robotic anything. I'm not doing any type of mirror work. I'm not doing anything. I'm not doing anything. I'm not lying to myself and saying that I'm not doing anything, but I'm actually doing something. I'm not doing that. And when I'm going to constantly bring up lying to ourselves, because more people lie to themselves than they realize. Hope y'all are well. Oh, I am splendid. I hope you are well, Livy. Hi, Kaya. Hi, Angel. Hi. Oh. Hi, everybody. Ima, tell them about what I said to you before we got off the phone. Wait, you want to know something funny? I just told them about something you said earlier about calling all your energy back to you, because somebody was discussing how they're experiencing anxiety about money. And money is energy. Hi. Hi, Dr. Evil Badman. Girl, I've had the flu for over a week. I'm a mess. Yeah, that means you need to sit your ASS down and relax and rest and cater to yourself. Pour into that body. Pour into that mind. Hi, Cindy. Hi. I just did a callback energy session, feeling great. Ooh, Livy. Okay, see? Example number B. Example number A and example number B. I'm talking about having that screenshot of you in my phone. Oh shit, yes. Okay, so you wanna know something funny? Me and Kay Anais, we met recently via like my comments, and she seems like this like faded person that I was supposed to meet. I've mentioned that before in the live, and like it just feels so instinctual, whatever. Anyway, it feels that way when I'm talking to her, or like when I just think about her, or when I like just like think about friendship in general. And I'm like, what? We did our chart synastry together. We did our human design chart composite. We did as many like matching things, even our gene keys. And everything is like so, it's just so aligned. And yesterday we were on the phone, and she was I guess, I don't know, she was looking through her pictures or something like that, or her story or something like that from a while ago. And this time last year, she had a screenshot in her phone of me doing one of the saturation sessions. And if you're an OG of mine, you remember when we would do saturation sessions together. We still do them sometimes. And that was all the way last year in February. So I'm like, it was fated. It's just like, you know, the invisible string theory? Yeah. Like, it's so cool. And this is literally, she literally, the day that I realized that I was not losing, but the day that I was like realizing that two of my friendships weren't for me, and that I had been suppressing myself for a very long time when I'm like talking to them. That's when she had left a comment on my video. So I was like, literally the second I dropped off the baggage, she rose. That's how it felt. Like, it was like doot doot. Oh, thank you for the follow, Tiffany. You said it when I was writing it. Yep. So on point. Literally, so on point. How are you feeling, beautiful? Hi, Nini. Hello, Imam, at work as usual, but I've been doing the Judah thing experience on my own. Beautiful. And like I said, the YouTube videos are uploading. They are taking their sweet time. Be patient with your girl. Be patient with your girl. I know I'm a couple days late. Ooh. But if you've been showing up, you feel me? Can you manifest anything at all? Yes. I'm too tired for anything. Good. That's what everyone is telling me. Girl, I've had the flu. Yeah, good. That means that you can rest without guilt. Rest without guilt. But yeah, I can give insight to anyone who needs it. Her, I'm talking about having... Oh wait, I just did a callback energy session. That's great. So what do you do? His baby girl, are you still in here? Do you believe in numerology? I recently discovered it. I believe that it is an expression of the current experience that we're in. Within the current experience that we're in, I think outside of the earthly and human experience, it doesn't really matter, if you get what I'm saying. Emma, I know you told me not to ask, but you know what to do the best. How can I shift as I never had surgery? Well, first things first, I'm not going to tell you to do anything about the past. And all your questions, well, not all of them, but a lot of your questions are geared towards the past. I'm going to tell you to focus on who you're being right now in the present moment only. ever. I'm never going to tell you who to be in the future, and I'm never going to tell you what to worry about from the past. I'm only ever going to tell you what to do in the present moment. And Boo Boo, you've been here pretty much daily, right? So what are the 4 steps of a desire? What are the 4 steps in the path of a desire? Who can tell me? I want to know who really been listening. The answer's from me, the one about the past. Ooh-wee. Ooh-wee. I know, but revising is the ultimate power. If revising is the ultimate power, then that means that you know more than me, so you shouldn't be asking me anything, because I don't do revision. So since you do know more than me, I think you should trust yourself. You already know how to revise, so do it. I'm not going to teach you how to revise, because I don't revise anymore. Do I know how to revise? Yes. I don't think there's any point in it. It's stupid. I don't want to revise. Yeah, like, what are we talking about? There's so much in the right now that I could be investing my energy and time and effort into, and it's never going to be the past. I'm trying to be positive and affirm, but I feel like stop. Just stop. Stop. Just stop and be present. I'm being present. I was not worried about receiving anything, and I just got this jewelry set. See, there is a situation still affecting my present that I want to erase altogether. I do not want to live the aftermath. I see it and I hate it and I don't want it. So what do you want to see right now? That's how you need to be channeling your energy. It's all about the present moment. That's where manifestation happens. That's where the expression of your desires happens, in the present moment. When you draw back and constantly go, oh, that thing happened a long time ago, you are bringing the past into the present, bringing the past in the present, and you're staying in one space, and it feels like time is going on, but reality is simply just moving around you. But the more that you reach back, you're taking the old shit and you're putting it in your right now bowl. You just keep on. That's what you're doing. And all you have to eat is the past now. And now that you've only eaten the past for so long, you are the past, because you are what you eat. You are what you consume. So when are you going to eat something else? When are you going to allow something new to express itself in the bowl? Something new. That's where new things, have you ever noticed that's where all the new things manifest, is in the right now? Right? I want to see me in a reality without it. 3D is full of it, every corner. So it looks like I am fighting, and that's what I am shifting. 3D is full of it, every corner. Then it's time to change your perspective about it. If it's going to be in your face constantly, it's time to change your perspective about it. And that's the new truth. So now when you see it, it's associated with whatever your new perspective is. Yep. How do I increase self-confidence and stop feeling insecure when I see pretty girls? Well, beauty is to be enjoyed. So if you're tortured by beauty, you're in a state of lack. You have a view about beauty that is internal, that you need to shift within yourself. You're in a state of comparison, which means you're in a state of lack, and you're in a state of scarcity, which means you're focusing on something. You're focused on the very thing that is the lack of what you desire. When you look at other people, you're thinking about what you don't have. So it's time to focus on what you do have. What do you love about yourself? What are the features about yourself that you do love? Focus on those, and everything else will balance out. Internally and externally, if you know what I mean. When I'm increasing confidence as well, I watch interviews and videos of people who love themselves deeply and who are just so self-assured, so confident. Just everything within them is for them. People like Eartha Kitt, people like what is her name? Grace Jones. They have amazing, amazing interviews. Felicia Rashad. Was it Madonna maybe? She has some good interviews. Maya Angelou. A lot of people who love themselves, they talk different and they act different and they make different choices. And they see other people differently. When you see everyone as you pushed out, when you see other people as just another expression of yourself, you start to be more loving to them because you understand who and what they are now. Okay? So that's what I want you to kind of prioritize. I want you to start seeing everyone as yourself and loving them because of that. Right? When you love someone, you want what's good for them. You want them to feel good. You want them to just feel beautiful. You want them to feel their best. And that feeling will naturally begin to express within you when you feel an interconnectedness with everyone around you. What if there's people who remind you of the past whenever you try to let go? Y'all not rude enough for me. Y'all not rude enough for me. Or even, not even rude. Y'all just not blunt enough for me. Because y'all are worried about stuff that you could literally just open your mouth about and be like, I don't want to talk about that. Let's talk about something else. I'm not interested in discussing the past. I'm very, very much so a straightforward person. I do not shy away from saying shit because of somebody else's feelings. I don't give a fuck. I don't want to talk about it. We're not going to talk about it. And if you talk about it, you're going to talk to yourself. What the fuck are we talking about? Like, and I'm not saying that towards y'all. I'm just saying that towards the people who like don't understand like boundaries and as far like when it comes to communication. Period. I'm very much so. I don't want to talk about that. Next topic. Or I'll say I'm not going to complain right now because that's just not who I am. Or I will just let people know, hey, it's inauthentic of me to even participate in this conversation right now. I'm not even going to lie to you. I feel performative complaining with you. I'm not a complainer. I'm not doing this. I don't care about this. I'm not worried about the past. That's something that I'm not going to discuss. If you want to have a conversation, or if you want to engage with me, you're going to have to be more creative with your conversation. That's you got to do more than small talk. I really don't give a fuck about half the shit that people talk about these days. So you really got to get in there. You really got to impress me. I'm not about to sit up here and dilly-dally with you about shit that I don't want to think about. That's going to create more and more and expand more and more negativity in my life. No. Call it what you want. But yeah, that's how I approach shit in regards to other people, because I don't budge on my boundaries. I don't budge on my boundaries. I'm never going to budge on my boundaries. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Y'all got to be a little bit more vocal. I love Tracy Ellis Ross. Compromise for who? For what? Miss Eartha Kitt. Yes. Sorry, I'm catching up on all these comments. I'll find a way to ask a question in the Q&A chat. I am not carrying this. I refuse. I cannot. Yeah, you don't have to carry it. You can just actually let it go right now. You don't have to wait till later. Because remember, it's a choice. But Sterling, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to tell you the same shit I tell you every time. What are the 4 paths of a desire? I need for people to quite literally be here every fucking day. Y'all need to know what I'm talking about. What are the 4 steps in the path of a desire? I talk about this every fucking day, and I mention them every single day. And y'all ask questions that this answers. Put them in the comments right now. I know somebody knows them. And if you don't, why am I even talking? If you don't know them, what am I talking for? Why am I on this live broadcast? I'm talking about the people who have been in here a very long time, not even the new people. I'm talking about sorry. There we go. I like it right there. What are the 4 steps in a path of a desire? Okay, my love. Just tell us, girl. I'll tell the new people when it's time for me to tell the new people. I don't respond to demands. I'm guiding my life the way I see fit. Enjoy the ride. Okay, let's see. Let's see here. Decide. Get out of the way. Get a life. I missed one. Desire it. Decide. Receive. And I forgot the last one. Okay, we're getting close. Oh yeah, get the fuck out of the way. Beautiful, beautiful. That's one of them. Decision and action. Nobody got it. Okay, so let's go through it. Decide it's yours. Make room for it. Be it now. No. Everyone's close, but no one really got it. Okay. Hold on. This is what I mean. Like, I need y'all to actually listen to what I be saying. Because if this is the main thing that you're here for. This is the main thing. If you listen to anything I say, it should be this. Number 1. Receive the desire. Okay? You receive it. Or you receive an interest. Right? You're inspired. Like someone has something. Or you see something that excites you. And now you want it. Right? You receive it. Number 2. You decide that it's yours. And I mean proclaim it. You can either say it in your head. Say it out loud. Write it down. Take a picture. I don't give a damn. Proclaim it. Decide that it's yours. The reason I'm saying decide is because we all know you're what? You are source. Source, God, consciousness, awareness, whatever you want to call it. That is what you are. You are simply expressed into a temporary human experience right now. You just came down here to fuck around. So you are source. That is what gives you the power to decide. Number 3, make space for the desire. You want a new house? Start packing. Start decluttering. You want a relationship? Make space in your heart. You want a healthy relationship? Clear it out and replace it with emotional intelligence, self-reflection, accountability. Stop lying to your fucking self about your habits. That's how you make space for a relationship that's healthy. You want a new body? Buy a size medium outfit. I don't know. Make space for what you want. And last but not least, number 4. Number 3 is make space for what you want, AK. Y'all finna get some pow-pows on y'all butt. Okay, she's taking notes. T. Okay, number 3. No, don't cry. You're gonna make me cry. Okay. Love my no spankings. Okay, no spankings, no spankings, no spankings, no spankings. Triggered by the pow pows. Okay, sorry. I unleashed some of that. I'm sorry. All right, number 3. We going back because AK is taking notes. Number 3 is make space for your desire. Okay? You want a new house? Start decluttering. Start giving things away. Start packing. Start selling things. Start looking at new decor. That's how you make space for your new house. You want a new relationship? Specifically a healthy relationship that fulfills you and nourishes you internally, mentally, physically, sexually, spiritually, emotionally, in all the ways. You need to make space for it inside. That means you need to hold yourself accountable. Stop lying to yourself. You need to clear out your insecurities. your trust issues. You need to get clear on what makes you feel loved, what you need in order to feel loved, and why it makes you feel loved. And you need to understand yourself in that way, inside and out, in the most intimate way, because you are the only person who can be that intimate with you. You are the only person who will know the truth about you 100%. So you need to make space for a healthy relationship in that way, where you clear out all the fake things so that you can present as 100% authentic, so that when someone meets that 100% authentic version of you, they have no choice but to either take it or leave it. And when they take it and they love it and they nourish it, the most authentic part of you is also loved and nourished. So number 3 means make space for your desire by releasing the things that you are afraid to let go of. Okay? And number 4, get ready. Thank you, AK. Is to get the fuck out of the way. Now, this can go in 2 different directions, right? To get the fuck out of the way can look like going to live your life, touching grass, getting a hobby, trying some new sorbet, trying a new lotion, traveling, talking to someone new, I don't know, wearing a new color, I don't know, living your life. Hold on, let me turn this down. Living your life. That's one way of getting the fuck out of the way. Another way is to be still and adopt a stillness practice. Oh, somebody just ate down in the group chat and they listed all the ways, all the steps. Do a stillness, do a do nothing session, or do a meditation session, or do your own adaptation of stillness and what that looks like for you. Right? And throughout all of these 4 different points, you remain in the understanding that you are source, not the human that you're expressed into right now. The human that you're expressed into right now is the one who has all the wants, the needs, the likes, the dislikes, the interests, the disinterests, the belief systems, the limitations. That's the game you're playing right now. Not truly the core and authentic source of who you are. You, my friend, are source, your consciousness. So when it comes to the freakouts, the spirals, the emotional moments, remembering who you are in stillness is the fastest way to diffuse any of those moments, any of the spirals. Because in those moments, what's really happening is you're human, because you remember that you're source, but to embody and respond to the world as if you're a human who remembers that they're source is a completely different thing. Because in theory, people are like, oh yeah, I'm source, I'm consciousness. No, babe. Your source, your consciousness. Do you understand the gravity of that statement? And what that means that you can do, right? Receive, decide, make space, get out of the way. Yes. Receive, decide, make space, get out of the way. Receive, decide, make space, get out of the way. No matter what the question is, this cycle will answer whatever you need to do next. Any moment where you're like, fuck, I'm so stressed out, or I'm so obsessed, or I don't know what to do, or da 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 da. In no point did it say detach and forget about your desire. In no point did it say worry about the how. And at no point did it say affirm 1,000 times. No point did it say force something into happening. Receive, decide, make space, get out of the way. RDMG. So this is what I've been cycling through every day for y'all, because I want y'all to know this is how instant manifestation happens. This is the training grounds. Y'all are in boot camp right now. Y'all are in basic training right now. Y'all are literally in basic training right now when it comes to this. Because by the end of 2026, if we keep going the way that we're going, I mean, every question I've ever had, this cycle has answered it. The big sticky yes boot camp. Yes. Yes. You ate that, I fear. I've intuitively been doing this. It's very weird. I've moved like this my whole life. Just didn't have a name for it. Yep. You want to know what gets in the way though? I think for a lot of us, our emotions, and the lack of understanding the nuance and the layers of conscious manifestation. I think that is what gets people tripped up. The little stuff, right? Like, okay, well, like, what do I do in the meantime? Like when I'm waiting, and then you realize, oh wait, there is no waiting, because you understand I am source, I am consciousness. There is no limitation within that space. And that's where instant manifestation starts to happen. So those little small things and notes about consciousness is what you start to learn once you get to an intermediate and advanced state. When y'all start questioning shit like that, that's when you know you've moved on past the basics, right? We're no longer asking, is it possible? Or how do I emotionally regulate? Or how do I nervous system regulate? We're not asking the basic questions anymore. We're moving past that because we get, okay, I'm consciousness. And every question comes back to this. I am consciousness. So there is no limitation here. So that means that if I am feeling this, then I am choosing to believe in blank, right? Or whatever the case is, right? So that's kind of like where I want y'all to constantly be throughout your day. I don't want you to sit up here and think that you have to be perfect or always calm or never crash out or just never go through shit. I'm not saying any of that, because that's not where we are. What I'm telling you is remembering that I'm source. I'm going to tell you my experience. Remembering that I am source immediately disarms me of all the frustration, irritation, aggravation, anger, reactions to the 3D. Immediately disarms me, and it dissolves all of it. Every single time I remember that I'm source. And I keep trying to figure out, well, why do I keep on being disarmed and like, oh, I'm so relieved every time I remember that I'm source, right? And I'm like, oh, that makes sense, because if I'm freaking out about money, it's because I'm forgetting that I am source and source is abundant. If I'm freaking out about an SP, it's because I'm forgetting that I am source and we are all one. If I'm freaking out about timing, it's because I'm forgetting that I am source and I'm forgetting about it not being no time, and how everything is happening in the right now, in the present moment. So every problem that I could have in my life, and for those who are frantically asking me questions in the comments, this is what you need to be listening to. Instead of typing fast back to back in my comments, you need to be listening to what I'm saying. Today is the first day where I will not say that I am not a manifestation coach. I'll embrace it. Fine. Whatever. If that's what people want to call me, fine. I'll take it. But if I'm going to be a coach, and y'all want me to be a coach so bad, y'all gonna listen. Okay? Because I'm not telling you this because I'm selling you anything. Mind you, I'm running a whole community for free. I'm providing all these free books and resources. I'm providing all these free live sessions for hours and hours and hours and hours and hours, repeating myself over and over again for the same people who have been in here for more than 1 year. So I don't want anything from you. I'm not trying to convince you of anything. I personally don't give a fuck if you believe me or not. You're here because you want to be here. So listen to what I'm saying. I want the best for you. I want you to live the life that you want. I think you deserve everything that you desire. I want you to receive unconditional love. I want you to be surrounded and embraced and connected to your reality. And I want you to be in a symbiosis with your reality, where you are in a flow state of, I know who I am. I understand what I'm doing. I understand this human experience. I know that I'm source. And I understand that I can feel my emotions, but I don't have to identify as my emotions. And I can go through shit in life, and that doesn't define me or mean anything about who I am or what's coming next. I know that life could change in the blink of an eye the second that I change my perspective about it. I understand that. That's who I want you to be. I want you to be okay with everything being as it is, and understanding that you bring heaven down to earth and not the other way around. That's what I want. So, it's so annoying. Okay, I'm a manifestation coach. My mom just had this talk with me, and I'm having a really hard time saying this right now. I'm having a terrible time right now saying this, but it's like, I guess, I don't know. Maybe I should come up with another name, but it's never that deep. So, guidance counselor. Sure, I'm a guidance counselor. I like that. That's actually, that's actually so me. It's like really silly, goofy, like so unserious. I'm a guidance counselor. You got a new page? I thought I was already following you. Oh, yes. Okay. Hey, Bookie Butt. This is my consciousness page. My other page is officially dedicated to fashion and just all my creative stuff. All my creative stuff. Yeah, that's officially my main page. But it's so crazy because this page is going, Mona Yana, something like, I don't know the words. What he doing? And no, what he doing? Like, it's going so fast and it's growing so fast, and I can't even stop it or keep up. And I think that's why I'm kind of like freezing when it comes to content and TikToks. But that freezing moment shifted me into YouTube, and now I have 7 videos outlined and I'm ready to film. Because I got a lot of shit to say. And I need long form. I need a long form platform to say it all on. And if you got a living room to clean, if you got some laundry to fold, if you got some makeup to do, and if you got an ass to wash, I'm going to need you to go subscribe to my YouTube and press play. Because I got a lot to say. And you will be very entertained, and your subconscious mind will love what I'm saying, and it's going to sponge it up, soak it up, and be stronger. It's like spinach. Okay? Random question. What do you put on your face? Honestly, I got you. I'm going to answer that in a second. You about to start making money, 10K around the corner? Ooh, shit. Thank you for speaking that over me. It has some burning aftertaste, though. Oh, wait, what we talking about? Thank you for the follow, Kimberly. Thank you for the follow, Empress. Welcome back to the community, Bookie Butt. Neither did Lil Wayne, but he knew he was singing something. Sauce, you are a comedian. Please do stand up. Never mind, just do a skincare video. You know what, goddess? You ate that, I fear. You're right. You're right. Oh, I will be tuned in, love a good video while laundry folding. Yeah. Like, I need y'all, because that's the kind of videos I'm trying to make. Like, you can listen to it or you can watch it. It doesn't have to be either way. I will have something on the screen for people who are watching. Like, it will be, like, engaging. But you can do either or. Yeah. That's how we doing it. Because we really just talking. You about to start making money. Yeah, I think that all I do is scroll YouTube. What's your page name? The Big Sticky Yes. Potential saying you are that. I affirm versus fear. Versus I fear. Wait. Potential saying you ate that. I affirm versus I fear. See, when I say I fear, my intention behind it is what guides like whatever comes after it. Cause I'm just like, Sometimes when I see someone in their body tea, face tea, energy tea, aura tea, the way they walk is tea, the way they talk is tea, everything is tea, I'm like, oh, I'm scared of her. Whoo. And it's like, obviously I'm not scared of her, right? Obviously I'm not scared of her. But it's like, also, I don't know what your race is, but in a Black American community, everything behind what we say is very intentional. Like we could say one thing and it could mean so many different things, right? So like if I'm like, okay, or if I'm like, okay, or if I'm like, okay, like it's the same word, but it means a lot of different things. Yeah, see, you get it. You Caribbean, so you get it. So when I'm like, oh, I fear, I'm not saying like I'm scared, I'm fearful. I'm saying like, girl, you ate, you ate that. But yeah, it just kind of like forces you to remember, like as source, it doesn't matter what language you're speaking, right? It doesn't matter it doesn't even matter if you can speak. You can still manifest, right? Because how are mute people manifesting? How are babies manifesting? They can't even put a sentence together. Right? Oh, shit. See, and nothing is more powerful than source. Nothing's more powerful than source. So remember, not even language is more powerful than source, because there was a point where we didn't even need to talk in order to communicate, right? It was all energy. Right? And so I want us to get back to that. I want us to get back to using energy to express ourselves, to feel, to communicate, to manifest. Like, you not even having to do a technique, like using that energy, right? Why do y'all think the O method is so powerful? Oh yeah, and I've been doing my homework on the chakras like I told y'all I was, and I learned that the sacral chakra is the creative center of the body. And that makes sense because that's where the womb is. And it's a portal for souls. And I learned that the sacral chakra is also orange. How many minutes is our session today? 20 minutes. Ooh. Thank you for reminding me, boo-boo. I got carried away. Are y'all ready? If you're ready, put an emoji in the comments. Who is new here? If you're new here, put new. So I can see who's in the building. I got carried away, boo-boo. Thank you for checking me and putting me on track. Wait, I swear we did 20 yesterday. 25 minutes. 25 minutes. We did 20 yesterday. 25 minutes today. My apologies. Also connected to the subconscious mind. Yup. Okay, so second time here, and I missed it both times. You're good, boo. Well, I didn't start it yet, so let's get into it. So today we're gonna do 25 minutes. Oh, you gotta leave early, Bookie. I'm sorry, I yapped too much. Okay, so for the next few days, I'm just gonna get right on at 10:30, and at 10:35, I'm starting ASAP. I'm gonna start the session right at 10:35 because I feel like our little talk, our little intro, and then session is kind of like taking up people's time, and I want to be considerate of everybody. If I say 10:30, it should start at 10:30, right? So, no, love you down, no girly schedule. I know the girlies got schedules. The girlies have places to go, jobs, balls, gowns, parties, clubs, events, trips. I know. I'm sorry. Same, I'll be here but not present. I'm working right now. Okay, well, as long as y'all know, it will be uploaded when I get off, or it should be by the time I get off. Day 2 and day 3. Today is day 4. I will be downloading this when I get off and uploading it as well. So 3 videos are going to be uploaded today. today. Number one priority, and y'all can watch all of them. But yes, have a great day for who can't stay. So let me see if there's any new people in here. There's a new person, Chelsea. Welcome, beautiful. Goddess, welcome. Kaya's new. Welcome. Okay, so we got a few new people in here, and we got some people who are like, Ema, if you don't shut the hell up and start, I'm gonna punch you. But I'm gonna start. So for those who are new, you too, Christoph. For those who are new, we are on day number 4 of the Blind Faith Experiment. Okay, where will the videos be uploaded? They will be uploaded to the Big Sticky Yes on YouTube. That's my same as my name on here, the Big Sticky Yes. The Big Sticky Yes. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so we are on day 4 of the Blind Faith Experiment. The Blind Faith Experiment is where you stop doing all techniques. You don't do, did you miss a session? Nope, we haven't started yet. I'm just explaining it to the newbies and then we'll get started. Okay, the Blind Faith Experiment is where you stop doing all techniques. You don't affirm robotically. You don't script or journal or 369 method or do any technique. No techniques, okay? And what happened is on day 1, we clarified, we made decisions, right? We didn't put manifestations, we didn't put affirmations, we put decisions on the top of the paper, and we clarified all of our desires. And we wrote them down as we are deciding that we have already received it. We are deciding that it is ours. We are deciding that this is who we are. We are deciding that it is ourself, right? And how do you become one with something? You don't have to become one with it. You already are. Everything is energy. You are everything. You are the source of all energy. So during the Blind Faith Experiment, you don't need to do anything. This is not a challenge. You're not challenging yourself to do anything because it is a natural expression of yourself because you are consciousness. You do not have to try. You are just stopping trying. I guess that is the challenge here, is stopping trying. That is the goal. That is why we are about to do a do nothing session, and I'll explain to you what that is, okay? So for 7 days, we're not doing any techniques. We are tapping in every morning at 10:30 a.m. on here, on time, ready to go, okay? The do nothing session, it is where you basically do this. It's not a staring contest. You're not trying to strain your eyes and dry your eyes out. It's just relaxed gaze, gentle blinking. You don't have to force a blink. Pick a point to stare at. You can stare at the clouds. You can stare at a tree. You can stare at your wall. You can stare at your ceiling. You can stare at your phone. It doesn't matter what you stare at. I really don't care what you stare at. Pick something that you can just... Okay? The goal is to stop trying to manifest, because every time you try to manifest, every time you do a technique, you are affirming that you don't have the thing. Okay, so when you already clarified and you made your list of decisions, you clarified your desires, now you are making space and getting out of the way. Those are the second 2 steps of a desire. You are making space for your desire and getting out of the way by dropping into stillness and not putting your hands in the pot or hands on the steering wheel. You are trusting that reality heard what you said when you decided what you had and what will manifest. You decided that reality heard what you said because you are reality, remember. And you are trusting that when you take your hands off the wheel, it will rearrange itself around you, right? No matter what's happening in the 3D, you understand, I've already decided that I have my manifestation. I've already decided that I have my desire. Let me sit back in stillness. Let me become the observer and have a meeting with source itself, which is me. That is the goal, okay? You are just keeping your eyes open. You are observing your thoughts. You are not engaging with your thoughts. You are allowing your thoughts to gallivant around, cross your path. It's kind of like watching cars on a highway. You're just watching them pass. You're standing on a bridge watching the cars pass. That's how I want you to look at your thoughts. You don't have to form an opinion about the thought, react to the thought, have a feeling about the thought. You don't have to do anything to the thought. You don't have to create a new thought. You don't have to replace the thought. It doesn't matter if it's a good thought or a bad thought, a scary thought, a happy thought. Let the thought just be a thought. Let it come across. All of the thoughts that persist and intervene will eventually dissolve because you have taken their life source, which is your attention, which is your emotional reaction, which is you applying meaning to it. That is what you're doing. You are ceasing to apply meaning during a do nothing session when you let your thoughts just go across your mind. You are ceasing to apply meaning. It is just a thought. The human version of you will be like, oh, that's a scary thought, right? But when you are in the seat of the observer, it's just a thought that your human is receiving. And there is no meaning behind it unless you apply meaning behind it by responding to it, engaging with it, or trying to replace it or avoid it. When you just see it as just a thought, it holds no power. When you apply meaning to the thought or feeling to the thought, then it holds power and it starts to mold your reality. But when you sit back and allow it to just be a thought that you are not engaging with, but it is just existing, it holds no power over your reality. When you are in the seat of the observer. And the more that you do that and allow your thoughts to just ride across your your mind, without engaging with them or applying meaning to them, they eventually put themselves in the dumpster. They put themselves in the trash. They dissolve because they are no longer able to feed off of your reactions and your emotions and your thoughts and your time and your effort and your energy and your attention, right? You're no longer trying to stop it or fix it or mold it or switch it or replace it. You're no longer trying to change it because it is a non-factor. It is just a thought. What I will choose to focus on is what I do want, who I do want to be after I'm done sitting here. See, when you are still, that's when everything that needs to happen can happen. But when you are like, I need to do this, I need to affirm this many times, I need to write this down, I need to make this vision board, I need to make this, I need to make this Pinterest board, I need to make this, and if I don't do this, none of this will happen. That's not true. When you sit back and you take your hands off of manifestation, that's when it's able to happen. Because when you're still, you are an open vessel. You are able to receive when you are still. So that is what I want you to understand. That is why I keep saying, while this is a stillness practice, it helps you manifest faster because you are not touching the desire. You are not trying to get the desire. You decided that you have the desire. You've made room and made space for the desire. But now it's time to get out of the way of the desire. So that is what the do nothing session does. Anytime you feel you're itching to do a technique, but you don't feel like it and you feel obligated, drop into a do nothing session, do a stillness practice, whatever works for you, do it. Get out of the way, because that means you're doing something out of habit and routine and you feel like you have to do it in order to get something, and you're consistently reaffirming. Remember, you're reaffirming you don't have it every time you try to get it. Okay? So, if you want more depth on what the do nothing session is and you are new in here, I want you to go to my page right now and I want you to click on one of the, I think it's either the pink or the orange. I don't remember which one it is, but I have a post, a carousel post, where I explain what the do nothing session is. Okay? I want y'all to, damn, my lips are so dry. And it's like skin just like building up. That's so annoying. I want y'all to go read what the do nothing session is. We're going to get started. Y'all see? And it's like, I can tell if it's a reflection of the lip gloss or what. That post was the post that made me follow you. Really, Kaya? Oh, you ate. Your FYP is banging. So this is how we do the do nothing sessions. I go mute. If you are on the spectrum and you have intrusive thoughts, you can utilize an instrumental like this, where it's calming, but it's guiding and it's not distracting. You can still kind of drift off into a nothingness state where you're just staring gently at any point or whatever. You can just kind of like see how I do it and you'll get it. Like I said, don't create meaning about any of the thoughts. Let them just be thoughts with no meaning. Observe them. Don't try to say anything about them or switch them or replace them or anything. Just let the thoughts exist. They will throw themselves in the garbage at one point. Okay? Starve them. Starve them of your emotions and your reactions, okay? So, I'm going to press mute on here. You're going to get comfortable. You can sit down, you can lie down, you can walk on a treadmill, you can walk on a track, you can walk around the block, but you want to pick a point where you just gently lock your eyes on and you gently blink. You don't have to force or strain your eyes, okay? This is a stillness practice where we're just chilling, we're just hanging out like this. So, today is the 4th day. What about background chatter? What about it? What did I just say about it? Did you hear anything I said, Tiffany? About thoughts? How do you treat your thoughts? What if negative thoughts come? Did y'all hear anything I just said about what to do with thoughts? Did anybody retain any information that I just said? Listen to the people in the comments because I just don't feel like repeating that whole thing over again. I'm not going to lie. Okay, so I'm going to press mute. This is what I mean by listening. This is what I mean by listening. Because the second I stopped saying it, you asked a question about it. So that was... Tune in. Today's session, since we are on the 4th day, we're adding 5 minutes. Remember, guys, we're adding 5 minutes every day. So today will be 25 minutes. So let me get my timer set up. Ooh, y'all, 25 minutes? Are y'all excited? Are y'all ready? I mean, it's just a background convo going on. What about it? I wouldn't pay it any mind, girl. It's just, you're humans. It's not it's your humans. Remember. Say, it is my humans subconscious mind regurgitating something that it heard or that it programmed a while ago. It's not important. All right, so let me go ahead and mute myself. Like I said, you can play an instrumental or you can sit in silence. I prefer to sit in silence, or I prefer to play an instrumental. It's up to you. So I'm going to mute myself and we are going to get started right now. Wakey, wakey. How are we feeling? Drop an emoji if you're still with me. We are so back. We are so back. Very calm and peaceful, relaxed. My body wants to move less and less after these sessions. Ooh. It started drooling. Y'all want to know something funny about my session? How come the past few days I felt good, but now I lose focus? I was just about to speak on that. It's so funny because when I first started this, I was hitting it. I was like, yeah, silence. Yeah, no thoughts. Okay, I dissolve those thoughts. They're not coming back. Da 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 da. And this one I just had, or like a few I've had recently. Not even all of them, but a few. There was so much chatter. There was so much chatter, and there was probably like 4 or 5 times I literally participated in a conversation, and every single time I found myself participating, hey Layla, every time I found myself participating in the chatter and the thoughts, I just fell right back into silence and stillness. We are run for real because me too, yeah. Like I participated in like literally 5. I'm just assuming it was 5. It could have been less. Conversations about nothing really. I think I was commenting on a couple of thoughts, and I think I laughed at a couple of thoughts. I think I kind of flinched at one thought. But yeah, I participated in a couple of conversations. And I'm telling y'all, that happens during do nothing sessions. It's not a bad thing. At some point, you're going to stop because you're going to get used to the do nothing sessions. But you see, I consider myself advanced, right? I can do them with my eyes closed and have all the visuals and stimulation and still be in the seat of the observer. But I still have sessions where I will receive an idea and I respond to it because it sparks insight or interest or creative inspiration, right? But there is no right way to do this. And that's why I say, like, consider this to be a framework, a bone, a skeleton of your personal stillness practice, because it can evolve and adapt into so many things. Like I've variated. So I have a kind of do nothing session that I do called a brainstorming session, where I sit and I just receive ideas. And I cannot tell you the last time I experienced creative block. Another variation of a do nothing session is a remembrance session, where you focus on being source and God and explore your world and reflect on things from the perspective of source. I don't take it back because I did that shit. Mariah's song came into my head and I was singing along to it. Sorry, y'all. That auntie laugh came out. My bad. My dog laid down right next to me. Yup. My mom said our dog laid down too. About to take a nap. Not gonna lie. Yeah, take a nap. Fall asleep in this state. This is the perfect state and opportunity to fall asleep in. But yeah, I just wanted y'all to know, like, kind of how my experience went, because I don't want y'all to think that it's supposed to be dead ass silent every single time. You feel me? Sometimes I cry because I'm just releasing feelings. Sometimes I giggle. Sometimes I'm just like, there's nothing. I feel nothing. I sat down and he got in his spot. Now he know where he got to go now. But yeah, like, the do nothing session is just a stillness practice where you are becoming opinionless, nameless, identityless, And just, yeah. That's another thing. Another thing that came across my mind, Stephanie, I was having a conversation about how I responded to you earlier when I was just like, girl, you should have been listening. But I could have just broke down a quick little summary. But I think I didn't want to break down a quick little summary for you because I wanted you to get a full in-depth understanding of it and the benefit of a full explanation. But I guess that's what I had just got done doing. So I was like, girl, you ain't hear what I'm just saying? But yeah, when it comes to the thoughts, they're like cars on the highway. What would you do to a car on the highway? You can't do nothing but watch them drive by. You gonna try to stop every car on the highway and have a conversation with it? No, you're just gonna let them pass. So that's kind of how you got to think about it. As y'all can see, I stopped a couple of cars on the highway and had a conversation with them. Yeah. Thank you for the taps, guys. Sit in the observer seat and understand that even if the character reacts, it's all illusory and everything is always in alignment. Exactly. It's all illusory. Anything that you are reacting to is all illusory. It's smoke and mirrors. And then even with the do nothing session, time escapes you because that felt longer than 25 minutes. It really did. I thought I was tripping. Hi, Deliante. Thank you, David, for the rose. I had moments of silence, but then it was right back to watching him by. Yep. Like I had moments of silence. I had moments where there was chatter. I had moments where I participated in the chatter. And then I went back to my moments of silence. Like it was kind of like a cycle. Other times it's just like mostly just silence. Other times it's feelings. So many feelings. Other times it's like euphoric purple tunnel that I'm just going in. Once you get to the state where you're like, okay, I think that I can sit in the observer seat and understand that I'm source with my eyes closed. That's another ballpark. Because when you close your eyes, you can sink deeper into the observer seat because there is no stimulation whatsoever. So you can really be like, okay, no body, no form, no name, no gender, no opinions, no limitations, no nothing. I'm just the observer when you close your eyes. You can move on to that starting today. Tomorrow, I'm going to do my do nothing session with my eyes closed because that's how I normally do my do nothing sessions when I'm really trying to be an observer. But I want y'all to challenge yourself, especially the imaginative people. Oh my goodness, get it out, Ema. It's funny that you say purple because I've been stimming Murasaki this whole week. Which is purple in Japanese. Wait, Murasaki. Murasaki. Bring that back. Yeah, Deliante has been... When I used to be on Bigo, which is another streaming app, I used to talk about the same shit. Mainly dating, though. I used to put girls on game. I used to get girls, like... Give girls an understanding of what it looks like from the eyes of somebody who understands law of assumption. And so that was very refreshing to them. And they didn't like... Nobody else was talking about it on Bigo. It was just me. And, we used to have a time. We used to have a key. Men used to come in there and try to heckle us and troll us. And I would have them come up. And they would be all soft-voiced. Oh, I'm sorry, Miss Lady. I ain't even think about... I was just trolling. I didn't mean nothing about what anything I bet. Yeah. I bet you didn't, Daddy. Did you ever watch The Secret? Yep. And I have the book. I was staring at a poster behind you for the session, the one next to the sticky yes. Oh, this? Yeah, I love these types of images. The auras and the gradients and stuff like that. I don't know, it's just my thing. It's just my thing. I don't know why I like it so much. Do y'all want to go on a tour of my images and what they mean on my wall? I did this last night on my own and I heard a thought. Say, go practice music. Yeah, you in tune. You in alignment, Nene. Put me on game. I was thinking so much about time this session, which is also a bad habit mind, but it was a good practice at the same time. That time is actually irrelevant. Ooh. I like the way you said that. Ema girl. Hey, Angel. Yes. Put you on game. Okay, sorry, y'all know I get distracted. Okay. It felt like the colors were getting more vibrant. That's dope. Okay, so let me do a little tour, all right? So, wait, I'm gonna have to turn the camera around. Hold on. Let me give y'all a little tour through my brain and my thinking process. Okay. So, I'm gonna put you on game when it comes to dating too. I know that's what you was talking about. So this says, the words you speak become the house you live in. Okay? Y'all already know that's self-explanatory. This is something that I feel like people say to me a lot when I'm talking. And this is just in casual conversation or intimate conversation. It doesn't matter who I'm talking to. Even my manager, they always tell me, that's deep. And that's because everything is deep to me. Like, everything has meaning. And yeah, because I apply meaning to it. So this is, of course, how I feel metaphysically, but also culturally as a Black woman. Free the mind from mental slavery. Y'all know how I feel about slavery. I'm very pro-Black. As you can see, this is the Black American Soleil flag. We do have our own flag. We delineated years ago. A lot of people are just now getting hip to it, though. And it's a new thing to them because they don't read books and they don't know anything about our history. So they think that Black people delineated just now. No, we've been delineated a very long time ago. This is Grace Jones, someone I really admire. She's one of the people that I talked about watching her interviews. She's a Black woman who really transcended Hollywood, in my opinion. I think that she's a Renaissance woman. She's a creative. She's a philosopher. She's an actress. She's a musician. She's everything. She's everything. And she's actually quite smart, witty, and funny, and clever. This is Eartha Kitt. She's also someone who I love. Yes. So Leyen, you get me. I think about that Mo and Leo song. Yes. Eartha Kitt is somebody who is also unapologetically herself. She don't take nobody's shit. She don't back down. She's also very feminine at the same time, though. She understands what it means to be a Black woman in a world where people want you to feel small because of it. This is a woman protesting during this protest. You see the Black Panther sign. This is when they went to Alabama. This is a I Have a Dream speech. This is the crowd when Martin Luther King was talking. This is the one and the only Angela Davis. Need I say more? She's self-explanatory. If you don't know her, do your research. This, like I said, you know I love these images. Love these images down. This is my blog, my YouTube channel, my brand, my motto, the big sticky yes. Y'all already know. If you don't understand this logo, I chose the big sticky yes because I wanted to conceptualize the magic of consciousness and what it does. It doesn't matter what you put your focus on, your conscious focus and your conscious attention on. You are saying yes to it at all times. Whether you want to say, I am climbing that ladder or I will never climb that ladder, like Neville said, you are still saying yes to it because you are putting your attention, your focus on it, and you are engaging with it and feeding it and giving it life. So this is essentially consciousness, and these little nodes everywhere are our little desires, things that we're saying yes to. And this is how we give form to life. This is what life comes out of. Darkness, nothingness, everythingness. Yeah. This represents consciousness, in my opinion. I know, right? I just literally got done finalizing what kind of merch I want to have. And so now we have to figure out what vendors and manufacturers to create the content. Because the products, because the products that I'm creating, they're not just me slapping something on a t-shirt. It's actually going to be stuff that you use on a regular basis. And also, it's going to be cool looking stuff for the artsy people. This just says thought daughter, vibe creator, pleasure president, enjoyment captain, thought daughter, vibe creator, pleasure cap, but you know, Something cute, because I feel like I'm all of these things. I'm definitely a thought daughter. I know how to create a vibe. I'm a pleasure president because duh, you already know I'm a pleasure president. You already know why. Enjoyment captain, come on. Come on, come on. And then this healed my throat chakra when I started to do this. I used to suppress my opinions, my feelings, my emotions. I used to suppress everything. And it turns out the very thing that I was afraid to do was the very thing that liberated me and made me feel capable and made me feel free and empowered. And that's talking my shit and sharing my story and my testimonies and my messages and my downloads and my just streams of consciousness. Like talking my shit, going live every day. It is just something that it makes me feel free. And so this is just a reminder to keep doing this shit. Even when I feel like nobody really cares what I'm saying or no one wants to hear what I'm saying, I will always. I was going to name my podcast, Let Me Talk My Shit. Yeah, see? You get it. It's healing to talk your shit. It's healing to talk your shit. And then this is just cute little dice picture. I just got this off Pinterest and I printed it. Feeling lucky. I'm always feeling lucky. Everyone always calls me lucky. But I just expect things to work out for me and they do because I expect it. So yeah, that's my little gallery wall. I was thinking about adding another set right there, but I'm like, am I ODing? Yeah, I think I should actually. Yeah, I will. How do I flip? Okay, flip. Okay. But yeah, so I also just activated my podcast on Spotify. The talking videos that I have will also be being uploaded to the podcast. So if you are a podcast person and you want to like build a collection on Spotify or Apple Music or whatever, make sure to follow me. It's the Big Sticky Yes everywhere. It's the Big Sticky Yes on all platforms. The Big Sticky Yes. And what else? Congratulations to y'all for making it to day 4. And for those who just joined, congratulations for making it to whatever day you're on. Because I've been trying to do something like this where it feels easy to show up and it feels effortless to do. This feels very effortless. I think the only effortful thing we're actually doing is dropping a voice note at night. And that's just for the sake of community and for the sake of like understanding other like different perspectives of what it means to be trusting yourself and remembering that you're source on a regular basis. Like, what does a life like that look like? Like, yeah, in theory, we could talk about this stuff, but what does it look like lived? What is a lived experience? Thank you, Tyra. Oh, snap, we had 10K likes. Y'all ate that. Thank you. Let me not expose too much because I'm wearing a big old t-shirt and no pants. Thank you. Thank you, Stephanie. So yeah, I think this was a great live. I want you guys to go throughout the rest of the day, not as a human who life is happening to, right? But I want you to go throughout the day as source who expressed into a human to experience feelings like curiosity and desire. And to know that if you want to know what to do next, to follow those 2 feelings. Or if you don't even want to think about what to do next, to look at the 4 steps. Who remembers them? What is the path of a desire? Who remembers them? Who remembers them? Pop quiz. I want at least one person. Nah, I want at least 2 people. At least. RDMG. What it mean? 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 What does RDMG mean? What are the 4 steps of the path of a desire? Receive a desire. Decide you have it. Make space for the desire and get out of the way. And how many ways are there to get out of the way? There are 2. You can literally drop down into stillness, or you can quite literally go get a life. You can go get a hobby. Take an archery class. Take a gardening class. I don't know. Wear a Hawaiian shirt. Dye your hair yellow. Brush your teeth with the opposite hand today. Do something strange. But get out of the way of the desire. What do you mean? I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Why are you doing anything? I always say that. I'm going to always say that. I don't know. I'm persisting and I'm affirming and I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Stop doing anything. What are you talking about? Go outside. Or drop into stillness. That's the only thing you need to be doing. And if you feel like you're experiencing a lack of clarity, then let's go back to the beginning. Number 1, receive desire. Right? I should add another step. Should I clarify desire? No. Because I think that is receiving the desire. Receive or clarify. That means you don't really know what you want. And you just confused. You just out here wanting shit and you don't know what the shit is that you want. Walk backward. Yeah, exactly, Stephanie. Walk backwards. I've been wanting a nice lace front pink wig to wear on the weekends. Exactly, Nini. Get into it. Put the wig on. Lay it down. Does receive desire mean like acknowledging what you want? Like realizing? No. Receive desire means like if I see a pink car driving down the street. Oh, snap. I just received a desire. I want a pink car. I want a pink car now. I should say you receive interest or you gain interest in something. But essentially you receive a desire for something. That's the first step. The moment you want something, you already did it. First step done. Number 2, decide. Proclaim it. You know what? I'm finna get that pink car. Yeah, that's gonna be mine. But you cannot claim it from somebody who is not confident in their decision. You see what I'm saying? You cannot claim it as a human who life is happening to. Claim it as source, okay? Source expressed as a human who knows that they are source expressed as a human. That's who you need to claim it as. Because if you would claim it as a human who life is happening to, you're going to constantly be like, how is it going to happen? How am I going to credit score? Wait, I got to get my credit score right before I can get a car. Wait, that car is $50,000. Wait, how am I going to get that money to get that? Wait, how am I going to see when you claim it as source though? Because that's claiming it as a human. When you claim it as source, it's I've decided and I'm open to however it wants to come into my life. I'm excited. I'm excited for what's next. I don't know what's next because I cloaked my memory on purpose. I don't know what's next, but I'm excited for what's next. And I don't care when it arrives. I just know that it will. I don't care when it arrives. I just know that it will. I trust that it will because I know that I am source having a human experience. Since I know that I have all that power and I'm having a human experience, and if I decide something, it will manifest, I trust it. So what you need to be moving with is self-trust throughout the day, throughout the week, throughout the month, throughout the year, at all times. Self-trust, period. Even in situations that are new, different, uncomfortable, changing, whatever, you need to be remembering, I don't know what's about to happen next. Or when shit get weird, shit is getting spicy. I just cried for 45 minutes. The plot is thickening. Like, look at life like that. Because the plot really do be thickening. Like, use your free will a little bit more. And get creative the way that you look at life and the way that you do life. Because you came here to experience life, human life. And you get to tell this story however you want to. Right? And even assuming you're doing anything is wrong. Yeah, don't even worry about what you're doing wrong because you shouldn't be doing anything. That's what you're doing wrong, if you want to be honest. What am I doing wrong? You're doing. You're doing. I just cried for 45 minutes. Shit is getting spicy. The plot is thickening. Like, that's how you gotta really look at this shit. Like, damn, This man just disrespected me at a dinner table in a restaurant in front of all these people. The plot is really thickening. I need to do some self-reflection. How did I get to this point? How do I get to this point? How can I use this to empower me? How can I use this to shit on him? Yeah. Like, that's the way I be thinking. I'm like, damn, like, this really just happened? Let me go drop into stillness real quick because I can't fix this. Literally, if there's something I literally can't fix, I'm like, I'm going to go drop into stillness. Be right back. And I'm out. Because like, if I don't feel like I can fix it in that moment, I'm not going to try. Stillness is literally the answer for a lot of shit that I do. Like, stillness. I love stillness. Whew. I love stillness. Hey, Ray. I love this energy you're giving me, period. Yes, Wabi Sabi. Welcome to the crew. Yesterday, I heard my SP's name out of nowhere today. He texted me, shit is getting very spicy, Nene. Because wasn't we just... Didn't you just say... Aren't we just... Shit is getting very... The plot is thickening. It's like... It's almost like we just had that conversation, Nene. Like, we just had that conversation. It was probably like a couple weeks ago. I'm being dramatic. But we just had that conversation. We did. You see what I'm saying? When you get out the way, what happened when you get out the way, y'all? Things are getting too spicy for the pepper. Girl, the pizza is getting aggressive. No, because when your manifestation starts to come, it's like, who told you where I lived? I wasn't ready. I wanted you, but I wasn't ready. Have a great day, Gracian. Like, I guarantee you, when you get your millions or your billions or whatever kind of money you're manifesting, you're going to be like, what do I do with all this fucking money? Or some of y'all might be prepared because you're like, about fucking time. Girl, you never cease to amaze me every time you come live. Love you, girl. Oh, I love you, Ray. Thank you for coming. Gojo merch. Listen, this merch is coming. This merch is going to be so cool. I'm excited for you guys to see it. Okay, let me scroll up and make sure I didn't miss nothing. Is it okay to journal during this challenge? Not to receive anything, but just to keep track? Yeah, absolutely, Gracian. I should have answered that before. Oh, look at the likes. 13K. Ew. Can you talk a little bit about a revision? I don't know much about it. So one thing about revision is I don't do revision and I don't teach people revision because I don't think it's smart to focus on the past. All manifestation happens in the present moment. If anything, you can reframe the past and say, while I experienced it like this is how I perceive it now, right? But I don't do revision, unfortunately. Sorry. Does receive desire mean... Oh, you already answered that. Let's see. I think I answered... Yep, I answered all of them. I answered all of them. Told myself ex would unblock me after 5 years. I forgot about it and noticed I was unblocked yesterday. Yeah, they checking up on you. See, that's that ex shit. They checking up on you. Go Akira. Revision makes me feel too cuckoo. Yeah, revision, I just feel like it's never that serious. It's that deep, but it's never that serious. To like, because if I know I'm source, what I focus on is what expands and multiply. Why would I go ahead and put my attention on the past? So I'm source, what I focus on is what expands and multiply. Why would I go ahead and put my attention on the past? You know? Quote of the day, come with it. Quote of the day. 10 minutes of stillness a day will keep the fuckery away. 10 minutes of stillness a day will keep the fuckery away. Yeah. Yeah. Everything I want is already mine. Exactly, goddess. Laugh my ass off. It was all for the plot, but I don't want him back. It's so funny. We just be doing shit. And that alone is why I started doing I used to call it guerrilla manifesting, because it was like kind of like guerrilla warfare, but I call it instant manifesting drills, where I'll be out in public and I'll do something. I'll say something like, I'm about to see somebody with a pink shirt. And it'll happen. And I just do stuff all the time to just exercise that instant manifesting muscle. Okay? I just be doing shit. 10 minutes of stillness a day will keep the fuckery away. Exactly. That was uneducated me. Before the ascendant gossip, doesn't matter. No, facts. Needed that. I'm glad I could help, Kaylin. The ascendant gossip, doesn't matter. No, facts. Needed that. I'm glad I could help, Kaylin. So, for the rest of the day, what are we going to be thinking? How are we going to be behaving? Who are we going to be showing up as? Drop your response in the comments. This is how we're closing out the day today. Today is the 4th day of the Blind Faith Experiment. I expect voice notes in the chat tonight. Okay? And for those who are in the book club, remember our first meeting is this Sunday. We are reading Joseph Murphy, The Power of Your Subconscious Mind. Yeah. Let's see. Just got a You Want New? You got it. Notification from Grubhub. They're listening. They hear you. They listening. They hear you. No, seriously. DoorDash be doing that to me. What about long distance in there with someone else? Same. It's a circumstance and it doesn't matter. It's still a circumstance and it doesn't matter. I'm telling you. As God herself. Yes, Stephanie. Yes, Stephanie. Doesn't matter. You probably just feel replaceable and not enough, so switch it up, because not true. Yep, it's time to switch that perspective. Everyone's got it. They're saying the stuff I would say. So I am going to let you all go, and I will see you in the morning at 10:30 a.m. sharp, bright and early. And we will be starting at 10:35 on a dot instead of doing a talking session first. We're going to hop right into the do nothing session, and then we're going to do our Q&A and chatting session, okay? So, I'll see y'all tomorrow morning. Love ya. What is the session? The do nothing session we do together. Feel free to look on my page. I pinned it to the top of my page if you want to learn more about it. And I also wrote a blog post about it. So if you want to go to my blog, it's called The Big Sticky Yes on Substack. Thank you guys for being here, and I hope you have an amazing day. Peace.